Hello, it's Philip Taylor speaking from Richmond Green Chambers, and I'm looking today at a book from Spiramus Press. It's this book here, about 250 pages altogether. It's called Employment Related Securities and Unlisted Companies, and it's written by Ken Moody. There's the back of it, you can get some idea of the blurb. The book is quite light. There's a shortish index at the back. It could do with a bit more possibly in it. What I did like about the subject matter is the referencing at the side, the numbering, so you can find something. Useful examples given of some of the more difficult areas that are covered. Mr. Moody has done a good job here. The writing flow throughout is nice. It runs through quite nicely, so it's relatively easy to read. And there are lots of examples which help with what is a difficult area. Those are the sort of tables and authorities you've got, and you've got a nice little abbreviation. There are 16 chapters in total within the book itself. Let me tell you a bit about the book. Elizabeth and I have written a review which we've given as the title, primarily for private unlisted companies keen to incentivize employees. That's basically identifying what it's about. Here's what you need to know about EMI and ERS, and we're going to look at those specifically. What are they? EMI is the Enterprise Management Initiatives Share Options Scheme, and ERS is the Employment Related Securities regime, and they apply respectively mainly to private unlisted companies, which are the subject matter of this book. Therefore it's got a fairly wide application involving the people involved in this area. And in the book, tax implications of employees purchasing shares in their employer's company are thoroughly examined, and that I think is a great step forward, very much in keeping with what Spiramus do, linked as it is with the work of the European Union on employment laws and employee rights and so forth. Specifically, the author Ken Moody, who's a chartered tax advisor, deals with employee share acquisitions which do not benefit from any special tax advantages. So whether you're a director or employee, or if you're involved either directly or indirectly with the running of an owner-managed business, you would do well to have a read of this useful volume with its 250 odd pages. As I say, it's not a particularly long book to get through. Moody explains, of course, how the rules for taxing such share awards as the EMI and the ERS actually work, and I think that's a particular important point when you assess what the book's worth is. The rules governing non-HMRC approved share options are also included, as well as options which qualify under EMI. Capital gains tax, PAYE, and the implications for national insurance are also covered, together with deductions made against corporation tax which may be claimed by the owner-managed company. Again, some of these areas, of course, are up for review at the moment, including NI itself. Let me give you a quote here. "It is difficult to simplify what is not simple," admits the author. Well, that's the problem with tax generally, isn't it? And he adds that whatever your queries as an advisor may be in this specialist and somewhat abstruse area of tax, you'll no doubt find the answers actually here. Certainly a glance at the table of contents and the index will indicate the wealth of detail. Let me just show you. There's the table of contents itself, and it's actually split up, so it gives you some idea of what he's really covering in the technicalities. Despite the complexity of the subject matter, Moody takes a plain English approach, and the meticulously numbered text and commentaries are therefore approachable certainly to us as a result, and it makes it much easier to go through, especially if they're accompanied by any number of practical examples which he uses to illustrate the salient points, and I've shown those. In the words of the author, a tax expert of over 30 years standing, the objective of the book is to provide professional advisors with the tools to enable them to give proper advice to owner-managers of largely unlisted private companies in matters relating to employee share acquisitions, an aim in which we've no doubt he's amply succeeded for the professional community. Remember, of course, there aren't very large numbers necessarily of people involved in this, but it's an important area within the British economy. One can only applaud his thoroughness, in our view. For those wishing to do further research, the book also includes an extensive table of authorities, but it's very much a what you need to know book, in our view, for your legal or accountancy library. So thank you to Ken Moody and to Spiramus for an excellent book. Bye-bye.